Hi everyone, Leticia here, founder of BKT. Thank you so much to join us live today to learn everything about our BKT Nanoplasty. I'm very excited to see you all. Let me know in the comments where you're dining in from. Are you in Sydney, Melbourne, in another country? Let me know as well in the comments. I'd love to see. I have a massive screen here in front of me where I can see all your comments. So please talk to me. I don't want to be the only one talking here alone today, even though I have a whole team in front of me. And I just want to take a moment to say thank you so much for every single one of you who has been here supporting and putting this whole event together. It's not easy, but I do have the best team in the country. Thank you so much, Rochelle. Oh, I know you. Yeah, from New Zealand. Who else is on? Perth. Thank you for joining us. Melbourne, love it. Let me know as well. Have you guys been using BKT? How are you doing? Have you received our new stock yet? Can I just say how beautiful my new babies look? The newest creation. Let's just take a moment. It's gorgeous. Let me know if you guys have received it yet, because today we're going to be talking about these cuties. I just ordered, Hannah. All right, guys, today I'm very excited to show you my passion, to share my passion with all of you, wherever you are. Today, we're going to be demonstrating live a beautiful model here where we have done already half head, and we're going to be showing you the full step-by-step of using our new product. Anush, my love, joining us all the way from Beverly Hills. Thank you for joining. Thank you for our beautiful partnership. Beverly Hills Hair Supply. Love you guys. So today I'm very, very happy to be here because it has been a big journey for us. As you can see, and as you know, we just rebranded a couple of months ago. And today I get to share with you what we have worked so hard for the last 12 months. My biggest mission when I was developing BKT was to deliver beautiful hair without the need of expose ourselves to harsh chemicals. And now I'm very proud to have this brand going all around the globe, doing these beautiful events in person, beautiful educations to show hairdressers just like me that we don't need to sacrifice our health in order to be doing hair straightening. So now, oh, those are our two pages. So if you don't know, we have a hair salon where we're operating and doing this live today here in Sydney, Surrey Hills, which is the BKT Beauty Pro. And we also have our, BKT Salon is our salon page, and BKT Beauty Pro is all where we're posting educational content before and after. Please give us a follow. And now we're gonna go straight into application so we can go through how to apply our beautiful hair treatment. Shri, I'm here with Shri today. As you can see, we have already washed her one side. How are you doing today?
Oh, good, thanks.
You good? Are you nervous?
No, I'm good.
Beautiful. What do you think about the results on this side so far?
Oh, it's very, very smooth. Like the coarseness and frizz has gone away, and I haven't cut the ends of my hair in like 2 years, but it's still kind of penetrated that super dry hair.
It's very good for 2 years, no haircuts. That's very, very good. As you can see, it's still super shiny. We have already washed her hair. I just want to show the result. And this is our starting point. So you can see a massive difference. Have you ever done any hair straightening before?
No.
So the first time doing a hair straightening, of course, we have gone a whole full consultation with her, and I will love to also show after the application. The reason I start with the application is because we do take 1 hour after application, just waiting for the products to make its magic. And then once it's done, in this 1 hour, we're gonna go through the whole step by step, what is nanoplasty, what to do, when to color the hair, and I'm gonna be also answering all your questions. So please feel free to put your comments on the box and we're gonna be answering very soon. But for now, let's start the application. Can I have some gloves, Cara, please? All right. I know you guys wanna know about our new formulations. So now we also have a white formulation for very thick, coarse hair type. And that's what we actually are using today. And that's what we use on this side and got this beautiful result. So our newest formulation, let me show you guys, is a white color. And this is what we're gonna be using. This formula is for dark hair types. So whenever you have a client with afro hair, thick hair, or even colored but dark, you can use this formulation. We also upgraded, now we have a pump to make the service much easier, and you can just squeeze in here. Easy. So let's start application. Just one. Perfect. Are you gonna be helping me, Cara? Yes, come in, Cara. Let me introduce you. Come here. Cara is our educator lead. If you have met her before in our BKT Mastery, she has been with us for a while now.
There's plenty who've seen me some places.
Yes, a lot of you have seen Cara before. So today she's gonna be helping me with the application. Let's see what is the best way so we can, I just need the, oh, actually, can I have that? Maybe you can hold it for me just for now, and then I can turn the chair around. Perfect. All right. So my application, I like to go, has everyone, if you guys want to take photos of before and after, because I'm going to start application, take screenshots of the results. So if you also like to share on a social media, we are going to be doing a giveaway very soon. But if you want to take a before and after, this is the time. So for those who post and tag us on social media, you will be probably winning or getting the chance to win a full kit with our nanoplasty solution, our 1 liter shampoo, and also 1 kilo hair mask. You only need to follow us on BKT Beauty Pro page and then tag us on the story. Let everyone know that you're doing some education today, learning something new if you're not using BKT yet, or just updating everything you know about nanoplasty. All right, application time. I like to apply all around first. And you see that I use the comb a lot, just to comb and bring in the product closer. If you can see over here, I go around first, and then I'm gonna use the comb to bring the product closer to the roots. What we don't want at this stage is applying or depositing the solution onto the scalp. You want to make sure the application is even all around the hair. And then when I'm sectioning, my strand is always on a 90-degree angle. And I like to apply a little bit into the middle and just put the excess on the ends. Our new formulation spreads quite easily. And of course, the hair has already been applied, washed with shampoo. And I'm going to be talking very soon about our newest shampoo. So every single strand, when I'm doing my application, is always on a 90-degree angle. Application is on dry hair and holding here very close to the scalp, but not touching it. And then I'm just going to be using my comb to bring the product closer. And I'm still covering all areas. If your client has a lot of baby hairs, just like, sure, I will like to do this trick on my comb, put a little bit of the product here, and then just comb this baby hair. So I'm making sure I'm getting all the baby hair around her front line, but I'm not depositing the product in her scalp. If you guys want to read to me questions, I would love to, so I can answer in between as well. If you have any questions about the application, so I can answer as I go. And I make sure it's very well applied, but the product is not super saturated. We don't want to waste product at this stage because we are going to rinse the hair anyways. And then the last section, also on a 90-degree angle. And I'm gonna go until the end. And then just combing. And you can see the ends also very well applied. If you can see over here. And now you turn the chair now so we can apply. Can you come on this side, Cara? Yep. So she has a lot of baby hair and you can see how it's freezing up. The hair structure is so healthy though. Looks really nice, really healthy. And now we're going to apply on this area here. On the back, I do exactly the same thing. Maybe I turn a little bit more. Can you put the trolley forward? Yep. Perfect. Thank you, Cara. So on the back, I'm gonna do exactly the same thing, going all around first. And then I'm just gonna comb it. Bringing the product closer to the roots. It's all about the angle here. So my first section. Very close to the root, but not touching the scalp. And the reason we ask you not to touch the scalp, guys, is because we are using an acid-based type of treatment. And I always like to compare like vinegar or lime. When you go in your skin, it can feel a little bit tingling or a little bit itchy. And normally that feeling goes away after 5-10 minutes if you do apply a little bit or touch the scalp at all. There's no problem to touch the scalp, but what we don't want is the product being deposited on the scalp. That's a big no-no because we are dealing with acid-based formulation. Our new formula, though, has a lot of good ingredients, including for the scalp, has biotin, hyaluronic acids, which makes a little bit different from the previous formulation. This one is very hydrating, and especially the white formulation, which we're using today for more dark porous hair, is perfect. We definitely level up with our new formulation. Our clients are obsessed and loving everything about the new NanoPro Nanoplasty. As you can see, my sections, it's not too thin, not too thick, and is enough to just go over on the top. And I'm still going a little bit on the back, making sure that I'm covering all areas. And it's very easy for me to see I'm covering everywhere, but without wasting product. As a hairdresser, I hate wasting product. I think it's all of us, right, Cara?
Yes, even though I'm very heavy-handed.
I'm just gonna comb it here. As I can see, it's quite saturated. And all the excess, I'm always combing the excess and putting the next section. So you can see here, I cover all areas. It's very well applied. And the shine is there. After application, let's just comb it up and wait about 1 hour. And we can go through what it is, what to do, when to do. Sure, let's come with me, and we're gonna see you, and I see you in 1 hour. Yes, come. All right. 1 liter shampoo. All right, I want to talk about our new products and the formulation that we're using today, which is the Nanoplasty. One thing I forgot to mention, I'm so sorry, is we did wash the shampoo with shampoo. Maybe the other one? Okay. Yeah. I'm just getting the 1 liter shampoo because now we have a hydration. Our hydrating shampoo is 2-in-1. We don't have no longer the deep clean shampoo. We felt that for our improved formulation, when you're using a hydrating shampoo, it also helps with the nanoplasty because the more hydrated the hair is, the better result you are going to have. So when we formulated our new shampoo, we added hyaluronic acid, rosemary extract, biotin, palm butter, panthenol. It's really preparing the hair, but also the clients can take home the same shampoo that they use to start off. Or you can also sell the 1 liter, whatever you feel like. But I just want to let you know, this is what we use to prep the hair. And it also comes with the pump. Oh, it's okay. Yeah. So now let's go through over our slides. I just want to show you everything we have today. And let's talk about our giveaway. Should we show our giveaway again just on the screen? So we can, if you are watching the live today, if you missed that before, you could win a whole pack of Nanoplasty. Free. The professional kit valued at $860. The only thing you need to do is follow BKT Beauty Pro page and post a story with hashtag BKT Live. Don't forget to tag us, and the winner is going to be announced by the end of today's live. Now let's talk about what is nanoplasty. Nanoplasty is a new type of hair straightening that has been changing the whole hairdressing industry around the globe. What is the main difference between the keratin, chemical straightening, is that the nanoplasty, we're actually using nanoparticles that penetrates in the cortex of the hair. It's quite different from keratin, chemical straightening, because every single ingredient that we use in our formulation, it goes through the nanoparticle process, whereas making every single ingredient small, tiny particles, so it can go deeper in the cortex, and it gives you better result, long lasting. And we also have a lot of good ingredients, including the Plex system that help the hair not only straighten, but also heals from inside out. With nanoparticles that we are using is 1,000 smaller than the conventional keratin treatment. So normally when you're doing keratin treatments, the results that I used to get was very plastic hair feeling. It was beautiful, shiny, but the health of the hair wasn't really there. And that's because the keratin creates a film on the outside cuticle of the hair, whereas the nanoplasty, everything goes in the cortex, healing the hair from inside out. Now we have two formulations, as I was showing you before. We have the nanoplasty. The OG nanoplasty is our formulation for blonde hair types. It's really any hair type. If you are used to use the BKT NanoPro in blonde and dark hair type with our violet pigment formulation, you can still do that. But if you do have clients more with afro hair type, thick hair type, I will definitely recommend the new BKT NanoPro with the white formulation, because it does have some more oils and acids to help you straighten those hair even more. Our main ingredients in our new formulation is the biotin, cysteine, hyaluronic acid, lactic acid, and acai oil. Now let's talk about the comparison before. What is the Brazilian keratin, the chemical straining, the BKT nanoplasty, and the hair Botox? Here is the differences between all those treatments. But if you ever worked with Brazilian keratin, but it's quite harsh in chemicals, there's a strong smell to it. You can't do in pregnant ladies. There's a lot of formaldehyde, as you know, it can cause cancer. And unfortunately, I had the pleasure to work with formaldehyde for a very long time in my life until we decided to create the BKT NanoPro. The chemical straightening, as you know, it breaks the hair bond. So it normally cannot be used on blonde hair type, fine hair, and also the process of chemical straightening, if you ever worked with it, it's quite long and you need to be checking in every single moment, because otherwise it could really compromise the hair. And then we have the BKT nanoplasty. The whole formulation is based on acids. You can do in any hair type, blonde, dark hair type. Also lasts in between 4 to 8 months. It really depends on the hair growth of your clients. And the hair Botox. So the good news is with our formulation, you can actually do full nanoplasty, which is like the full permanent straight, or the hair Botox. What is the hair Botox? I like to call hair Botox services or the treatment is the same formulation. However, the result is slightly different than the nanoplasty. I would recommend the hair Botox using the BKT NanoPro if you have a client that does not want fully straighten the hair. She just wants to get rid of the frizz. She still wants to see the waves, which is very important to ask whenever you're recommending this type of service. Now, the OG nanoplasty is our OG formulation, the one that we used to have before, but now, of course, it's improved. As you can see, you can do blonde hair type, dark hair type. It's really a very versatile type of formulation because you can do in all hair type. For blonde hair though, for blonde hair type, this formulation is really good because it also gets rid of any yellow tones. As you can see in my before and after, the blonde looks so nice, no yellows, and if you follow our step by step, you don't have any risk in turning your client's hair yellow. Now, our newest formulation, the NanoPro Nanoplasty Intense, is a white formulation for thick and curly hair type. As I mentioned before, it has more oils, more actives to deliver really, really good result, have been using our salon, and our team and clients are loving it. Now, what we received today is our newest BKT hair straightener that I know a lot of people have been waiting, and is now back on stock with the new design. As you know, when you're working with nanoplasty, my biggest struggle was a lot of hair straighteners would not only hurt my thumb, but also take a long time of the process, because normally conventional straighteners are much smaller and thinner than what we actually developed from hairdressers for hairdressers while you're doing your nanoplasty, to also help elevate the OG nanoplasty experience. Our newest shampoo, the deep hydrating shampoo, I love the shampoo so much. Honestly, the ingredients are so good. Has salicylic acid. For people with very oily scalp, this shampoo is really good because salicylic acid helps to prevent the oiliness on the scalp, but also we added hydrating hyaluronic acid, panthenol to really hydrate the ends, because what we struggle is oily scalp and dry ends, but with the deep hydration shampoo, it's really good because 2-in-1. Our hair mask, honestly, is so good. It has a lot of Brazilian ingredients, such as cranberry, which is very antioxidant, tique biloba, which is very nourishing for your hair and doesn't make your hair heavy, which is now we having 2 options, the 1 kilo and also the 300 grams, which is crazy to me to think, because with our previous formulation, our previous bottle, it was much bigger than this and was much less. I think it was 250 grams, whereas now we have this new formulated tiny bottle and there is 300 grams in here. But we also have the 1 kilo for the basin for our hairdressers to use. And this is the take home, of course. And then we also have our leave-in. What I'm very excited about this leave-in, can I just show quickly? Our web technology on this leave-in is crazy. It has lactic acid, 11 amino acids out of 19, and also seaweed extract straight from Brazil. But what I love about it is the technology that we use, because it helps to absorb much better. And honestly, this is just a little bit that you use goes along the way. But I love, I've been using these on my clients here in the salon, and they all get so impressed when I apply like this. They're like, what is this? I want it. And they smell amazing. Can I have some towel, actually? Thank you. I am so excited for the oil. Unfortunately, we have not received it just yet, but it's coming very soon, right, team? Receiving the oil very soon. You're gonna be able to order. And what I love about this oil is a dropper now. We upgraded and elevated our Silk Touch hair oil. It's very lightweight, doesn't make your hair oily. So those are new products, and I'm very excited. Our Silk Touch hair oil also has sun protection, heat protection, just like our leave-in too. Black Friday deals. Let's talk about it. I know that you are able to purchase this during the live today. We do have a few kits available. What do you get in the Black Friday deal? We are giving 20% off. There is the 2 of nanoplasty. Each nanoplasty you can do in actually 15 clients. So you have about 30 services out of this kit. And then we also comes with the 1 kilo hair mask, 1 liter shampoo, the leave-in, and also the oil. So the oil is already being pre-ordered. If you want to guarantee, please, I'm going to leave the link here in the comments. And if you want to get our package, our Black Friday deals during the live, please feel free to order, because the stock is very limited. We also have the retail deal if you want to stock up for Christmas. December now is coming. This is the retail deal for your clients. It comes with 8 of each of aftercare. So 8 shampoos, 8 hair masks, 8 leave-in, and 8 Silk Touch hair oil. And then we also have the bigger package, also retail deal with 16 of each of the aftercare. You can also see the return on investment. You are paying $1,300 and you are actually getting 4,000 and a half. That's massive. That's really good for you guys. I'm very happy the deals are available only during the live. So if you want to order now, please feel free and enjoy our Black Friday deals. Now let's go back to our live. Every time we have a client in our salons, we always go over a consultation. And this consultation helps us to understand what is the hair type, what is the desired result. And we always ask these questions because it's very important when you have a client, you need to assess if the hair is damaged, like these photos. We do have treatments that you recommend. As you know, nanoplasty is not a miracle, and we do need to make sure that the hair is okay or healthy to a certain point to deal the heat. It's not even about the product, but the heat that you're using on the hair in order to receive or to have a good result. Every time we have a client here, we go over a consultation and we ask if they have allergies, if they are pregnant or breastfeeding, if they have any scalp condition, previous treatments, and also the current hair condition, how often they wash their hair, what's the desired look, if they have any medication, and also the home care product. And the reason we ask this question is making sure that the expectation is aligned with our clients. If you are pregnant, you can still do the treatment. However, we just ask if you got any doctor's permission in order to do the treatment if you are pregnant or breastfeeding. We never had any issues. But also scalp condition is very important so I can understand my application method to be extra careful with if my client has any scalp condition. Now, one thing that I always ask what my client's using at home, because what she's using at home really matters and could really change the type of results that I'm receiving today, especially post-service. With nanoplasty treatment is already repairing and hydrating in one. So what do we recommend for clients to use post-service is hydration, is smoothing, and that's why we develop a whole aftercare line for people to use post-service, so there's no protein build up and there's no issues post-service. Also, the hair will be very hydrating, and that's what we want to continue doing post-service. So here, how to use a little bit of the step-by-step that we are going through today. First step is analyze the hair, our consultation, making sure that the hair is not damaged. When the hair is very stretchy, this is a big no-no for me because of the heat. When the hair is quite porous, especially after post-bleaching or heat damage, if the hair is quite porous, it's very likely that you need to first recover. You could use the BKT Hydro Hair Mask to make sure that the hair is in a better condition, less porous, because the more dry, damaged the hair is, more likely that the treatment is not going to penetrate as well. Then we are going to wash with shampoo. If you want to go back. Step 2 is hydro shampoo. Wash the hair very well, and then we go for the application. So we want to apply the treatment on dry, 80% dry hair, and then half centimeters from the scalp, as I showed before, making sure that you're combing and using the comb to bring the product closer. After that, we're gonna leave the product on the hair in between 45 minutes to an hour and a half. Depending on the hair thickness, you will choose your time. Most of my clients, I like to leave 1 hour if you're going for full straight result. Hair Botox normally 45 minutes because my goal with hair Botox is not to straighten the hair. So today we're leaving for about 1 hour and then we're gonna be doing the rinsing together. So we are going to wash in between 80 to 100%. How do I know how much to wash? We want to make sure that if the hair is more on the fine side, I normally am washing 100%. Sometimes if I have a very thick hair, but very curly, it's not our case today. Today I'm washing 100%. But if you do have a client with extremely thick, coarse hair, you can leave a little extra, about 5 to 10% on the hair, which you can also feel. And then after that, we are going to dry, apply the leave-in, and then start the straightening process. We are going to do everything together, so bear with me. Now our hair type assessment. Here we are going to talk about, depending on the hair type, you do need to use less or more heat. For fine and blonde hair type, we recommend in between 10 to 15 passes on 190 degree. Why would you use a lower heat on blonde? Clearly it's because the hair is more damaged and you want to make sure that you are not going over with the hair iron too hot, because otherwise the hair could become a little bit yellow. But what I would always recommend is start on the back, and then you can make your way up and see if the color is changing or not. If you have someone with very curly, thick hair type, I would recommend in between 15 to 20 passes, but making sure that you are always checking and using the straightener on a 210 to 230 degrees. And the reason this is important is because if you are using less heat than you should, you're more likely to not achieve as good result as you thought. So I know sometimes clients question us, oh, but 15 times 20 isn't like that a lot. It's not a lot for this type of service and treatment doing the nanoplasty. It is heat activation, so you need to go over with the straightener in order to have a good result. And that's why we always analyze and go through a whole consultation to make sure that the hair is healthy and can take the heat. And then if you have coarse, coily hair, more resistant hair type, we're using 230 degrees in between 20 to 25 passes, always checking the hair health. And of course, we also leaving the processing time for about 90 minutes. This is a before and after of the hair Botox. I always like to show this result. It's one of my clients. Now she's fully straight. But the hair Botox is a really good introduction for clients to see if that's what they would like to go for, if they are afraid of going fully straight, if they want to go just for smoothing out the frizz. This is a great step-by-step that I would recommend. The only difference between that and the fully nanoplasty, don't forget, it's the same exactly formulation, but the processing time is going to be 40 minutes. And instead of going over and over with the straightener, I would recommend between 3 to 10 passes. And here are a few tips of whenever you're using the BKT nanoplasty. I always go over and apply the Silk Touch Hair Oil. I'm going to be applying today. It's very important for you to use a titanium hair straightener. For nanoplasty, with the titanium hair straightener, you're going to have a much better result. The heat is transferred into the hair, whereas a ceramic plate is not really good. You're not going to achieve as good result, and you may need to redo the process. So if you have a titanium straightener, I would definitely recommend the BKT Nano Titanium. Because of its longer plate, you also can control the temperature accordingly to the hair type. When I'm using the nanoplasty on tinted hair, don't forget that the color will change. Depending on the starting point, it can change in between 2 to 3 shades. The good thing is you can color on the same day, straight after the nanoplasty. And then for blonde and fine hair, don't forget to always check the top. Don't forget to start at the back of the hair and making your way to the top, because that way you can see if the color is changing or not. The straightening technique is very important, and we are going to be demonstrating today. So you can see as I go, I'll always go on a 90-degree angle, making my way up. My sections are always very firm, and also working in fine, thin sections to make sure that the result is good. For medium to thick hair, I like to go over in between 210 230, adjusting the temperature accordingly to the hair type. Now we have here possible misuse for some hairdressers that for some reasons they troubleshooted with us. And here is what happened. So in the first one, we have inconsistent passes on the root section. As you can see, the length is beautiful, straight, but the root is too curly. What could happen in that case? Getting sections that are too thick on the roots, so you're not able to go over, and once you finish the treatment, it just looks like you have a regrowth. So whenever we're doing a straightening, we want to make sure that the sections are very fine, otherwise you have these marks on the roots. The photo in the middle, the section was also too thick during the straightening, could also be uneven application, so that's why we need to make sure that you're applying on the full length and covering all areas. When you're doing the straightening, you want to make sure that the pressure that you're putting is from the roots until the end, and not leaving the hair loose. I will be demonstrating to you today. And then the last photo, the hair was extremely damaged already, and then also the person used extremely high heat. We do have manufacturing instructions and our step-by-step, our technique in the bottle. We also have these instructions. So whenever you have any questions, please let us know. We have Cara here doing classes every single week, so you don't need to go over that damage or that trauma. And we are here to support you through the whole process. So always follow our instructions accordingly to the hair type. You don't want what happened to that hair that's extremely dry, even hair before and after. The before was quite dry. Is a type of hair that I wouldn't do straight away. I would first recover using the hydrating treatment, hydro hair mask, and the silk touch hair oil every day in order to recover the hair, and then I would go and do the nanoplasty. If you're joining out now, please, we are doing a giveaway. Do we have the announcement? Yes? My team is very fast today. Wow. So we have an announcement. Congratulations to Sky Jade Hair. You won a kit, BKT professional kit. Wow. Congratulations. Enjoy. My team will want to be in touch with you so you can get your address. Are we giving more? Are we doing more giveaways? Guys, keeping tagging us. We have another giveaway as well. Also, our second prize is the BKT Hydra Kit. Please, if you are joining us now, you could win this whole kit. The only thing you need to do is tag BKT Beauty Pro on your stories and hashtag BKT Live. And we're going to be announcing throughout the live today. Now, this price here is what we're charging currently in our salon in Sydney, Australia. Our price is starting at $400 from a hair that is above shoulders. So I would say around here, and then it goes up accordingly to the hair type and density. This is the charts for fine and straight-ish hair, so wave hair. It starts on $405 and goes up to $600. Now we also have another category for hair types, which is the Afro hair. Afro hair type normally take us a little bit longer, so we do have a different category when we are charging. It does take us about 5 hours, and we start off $550 and goes up to $900. If you want to see our pricing, it's on bktnanoplasty.com. You can see on the book now section what we are charging in our salon, and I always like to show what we are charging so you can keep our hairdressers also charging similar price or the same, and no one is undercutting anyone. Now, with our nanoplasty treatment, you can do anywhere from 15 to 12 to 15 clients. Our bottles, as you can see today, is $980 for the kit, $980 for this kit that I was showing there, plus the aftercare, which is also included. $7,500 is the revenue we could be possibly doing if you're charging $500 per client. So in my salon, we're charging $900, depending on the hair type. So we could be potentially making $10,000 out of one bottle and one kit. If you do want to purchase our Black Friday deal today, guys, there's a link on the comments so you can get this whole kit plus the aftercare, and you can start working straight away. So this is the Black Friday exclusive deals. We have the Hydra Pack, the Launch Kit, and also the Premium Hydra Pack. It's all available on our website. It's with a massive discount today for the rebrand, for the Black Friday. So enjoy, guys. I'm pretty sure you can only get those deals during the live, right? So you can only get these deals during the live. Make sure to check out before the live ends. Rinsing and drying. How long are we doing? Can I answer some questions before? Yes, let's answer some questions. I want to know where you're coming from. Again, I see there's more people in the live now. And also let me know. Oh my God, I would be so grateful for any giveaway. Please tag us on Instagram, BKT Beauty Pro. Post a story in this live, and you could win either a Hydro Hair Pack. I was still doing the other pack. Yeah, so you could still win some free products. Cara is the best educator. Yay, she is. I want to ask if I use the old products too long to use the new one. I want to.
Like between how long after she can use it?
Oh, how long you can use in between the old or the new? You can use anywhere from 2 weeks to 3 months. It really depends on if you're doing a regrowth, if you're reapplying a full length. You can still be using as normal. I do my hair every 2 months because my roots is quite curly, but I have been using the new one for almost a year now. What happens if you don't wash enough out? So the only thing is happening, the product is quite thick and it's quite if you don't wash it enough, it could be quite steaming, and that's one thing that we don't want. There's no need at all. That's why we recommend washing 100% with our new formulation as well, unless the client's hair is extremely thick. Thank you. Also, do you apply products direct on ends or just comb it through? It really depends on the hair type. I normally go from the roots to the middle and then I comb down. If that's enough and I can see the cover all areas, then that's it. If not, I can apply a little bit more on the ends. How many grams should you use per client on average? I would say in between 30 to 50 grams, because if you have a lot of hair, depending on the hair density, or if you're doing a regrowth, whenever I'm doing my regrowth, we use about 30 grams. On my full length, about 50. So it really depends on how good you are also with your application in not wasting the product. Zoya, I use BKT Nano Titanium Straightener, best flat iron. I use 2 flat iron. Yes, definitely. So Anusha's using 2 flat iron, and that's what we're gonna be using today. This is our newest. I'm just seeing this for the first time today, actually, as well, and I love it. It feels so fresh. This side, it feels very fresh. I love it, and as you can see here, it's a much longer plate. So you can use and work in longer sections. Look at the length. You can literally do this whole section here and finish the trimming much faster. Conventional straightener is normally up to here. And then you can also control the temperature around here. Can I use my own ceramic hair straightener? Ceramic is not good when you're using when you're doing BKT Nanoplasty because it doesn't transfer the heat on the plate. Is not as hot as the titanium. That's why we would recommend the BKT Nano Titanium hair straightener. And also depending on what brand are you using, you are not able to control the heat, whereas with this one you can control. There's also a safety turn off as well. After 1 hour, it turns off safely, which is good because I usually always leave my strainer on. Do you get better results with 2 irons? Sorry. Look, you could get a good results no matter what you're using, but I would say you need, I mean, like if you're using 1 iron or 2, I always use 2 because you need to go over 15 times. So I'm just doing it faster. But what really matters is the pressure that you're doing as well. So you need to make sure that you are going over the correct amount of times, you're working on fine sections, you're using the correct heat. Because if you're using the BKT nanoplasty and you're still not achieving the fully straightened result, it's something on the technique that we need to find out the reason. Because you should be receiving 100% straight results just like we do in our salon. It's the same product. Hey, how do we do regrowth and when? Oh, can I give this to you actually? The regrowth, I would suggest, really depends on your hair, your client's hair. I was saying before, so my hair is quite curly, extremely curly, and I like it to be just free. So I do my roots every 2 months. But if you have a client that is more wavy, like our model today, her hair it's frizzy, so I would recommend her doing the treatment every 5 to 6 months. But if she has a hair growth that is quite fast, then she can come back every 3. So it really depends also what is your clients like, what is their needs. I do have clients that come once a year, but some just like me comes every 3, 4 months. And how we do a regrowth. So in my case, my full hair length is pretty straight and pretty shiny, as you can see. So there's no point for me to be doing over and over and over on my full length. So normally what I do, it's more around here, just the literally just the regrowth. And with the nanoplasty, you have no issues with overlapping. It's okay to apply a little bit on the regrowth and comb it to the end. It's no problem at all. And then what my team does, they focus more on my regrowth because again, I'm doing every 2 months. If you do have a client coming every 6 months, though, I would reapply on the full length. That's what I'm saying. It really depends on the client's hair type and also how often she's coming to see you. I hope that makes sense. Let me know in the comments if making sense, guys. If someone has bleached hair, blonde, and frizzy, and they want it to be straight, is it safe to leave it in 1 hour or 1.5 hour? I would suggest leaving 1 hour for bleached hair type. If she has quite thick, then I would leave 1.5 hours. But most blondes, because blonde hair is quite porous, normally 1 hour is more than enough. It's the best product I used ever. I'm very happy and so proud when I choose the best product in the world. Thank you so much, Fetty. Thank you for trusting us and being with us. I'm obsessed with my results from BKT. It brings me to tears. I know. I was doing a client here on Saturday and she cried on my chair because we did nanoplasty, also hair extension, and just make me think of I know I changed my life too, but just see clients' reaction and crying here at the salon just makes me so happy because we're not only doing this, she's using a healthier, better product and just see how that can change life. It's transformation for us. What do you charge for only regrowth? Look, guys, honestly, regrowth takes the same amount of time, so it could take 3 hours just to do your regrowth. So what do? We have a loyalty program in my salon, which can bring clients better and closer and faster to you. So clients that come in every 3 months, we actually give them 10% off. So when they're doing the regrowth, which could be a big discount depending on how much you're charging. Really, nobody pays this price. What are we charging? We had 500 clients last month, and I can guarantee that they do deliver. It's all about the experience, all about how you talk to the clients as well. What are you offering in the space? It took us a long time. We have this salon now for 5 years, and our prices are constantly going up, and our agenda is constantly getting busier. So if you can charge the price, I can guarantee they will pay. can you please tell us if we can use male clients? Of course, you can do male clients. The only thing, the technique, I would require the male hairs to be at least 3-4 centimeters in order for you to be able to straighten. What I always like to do as well, I always use a comb to straighten male hair type. Keep the question coming, guys. Let me know if you have more questions. We are almost time to rinse. Yeah. We're gonna have a short break now. We're gonna play some videos and then we're gonna be rinsing together. So bear with me. How long do you have now? How about kids? Yeah, you can still do the treatment on kids. The only thing with kids is there should be an agreement between the mom and you, because then she will have to be coming over and over to do a touch up. I would recommend anywhere from 10 years old up. Do you have more questions? No, we're ready for a video? How soon can I color? Oh, great question, actually. So with our nanoplasty treatment, you can actually color on the same day. The good thing is, the only thing that I would suggest is washing the hair after the nanoplasty with shampoo, and then you can apply the color as normal. This is something that we actually offer in our salon. Every time we have a client, you can upsell the color. You can do everything in one day as long as the client has the time. And I can guarantee the color stays beautiful and it still works even if you do color on the same day. Because a lot of keratin treatments and a lot of other brands, you can't color on the same day, or the color is not going to be looking as good. With nanoplasty, the color still penetrates on the hair. Anything dark you can do on the same day. If you are doing foils, highlights, I would suggest 2 to 4 weeks before the nanoplasty. I like doing the foils and then the nanoplasty because nanoplasty seals and let the hair shiny. And also you can use the purple pigments formulation to give another fresh up as well and get rid of any yellow tones. Oh, I just answered that question. Some hairdressers though prefer doing the color, the foils after, which I prefer doing before. As I say, bleach opens the hair follicles, nanoplasty seals it. So for me, it makes more sense doing the foils and then the nanoplasty. It is safe for pregnant, but we always ask if they just talk to their doctors because each pregnancy is a way. So just want to make sure everything's safe, but we can definitely use on pregnant. All right, guys, so we're going to have a 5 minutes break so I can move the cameras to the basin, and then we're going to be washing the hair together. And I would love you to see how we do our rinsing. It's very important step in the treatment as well, so bear with me. I see you soon.
You're totally missing out.
This product has absolutely no smell or no irritation at all to my skin or my hair as well so far. So it's been really great.
Been using BKT for over a year now and my clients are loving it. It's honestly the best thing I've seen invented in the hair industry in my 35 years.
Line that I'm very excited is the upgrade in our hydration hairline. We have 2 beautiful sizes, but we're actually adding an extra 50 grams of product in our products. We have a hydrolyzed soy protein. It strengthens the internal hair structure, improves elasticity, and reduces breakage while adding smoothness and shine to the cuticle. Safflower is rich in linoleic acid and vitamin E, restore the hair natural lipid barrier, delivering softness and manageability without heaviness. And then we have the cranberry extract. It's loaded with antioxidant, vitamin C, and helps to protect hair from environment stress. So ginkgo biloba supports scalp health by improving microcirculation and hydration while fortifying the hair fiber from roots to tip. These ingredients work in synergy to deliver long-lasting moisture, enhance resilience, and restore the hair natural radiance, making BKT Hydra Mask an essential weekly treatment for maintaining strong, silky, and healthy-looking hair. Perfect currently being that I have the Web Technology. Is Australia's very first web technology product. What the web technology does not only improve the product performance, but also add more moisture and helps with product penetration into the actual cortex. Amino acid complex to strengthen the internal structure, improving elasticity and reduce breakage while enhancing softness and resilience against heat. So the lactic acid, it helps to manageability and also to reduce frizz, seal with distract, whey protein. Together, these ingredients make this leave-in ideal for daily use to support long-lasting smoothness, frizz control, and optimal performance of professional treatments like the BKT NanoPro Nanoplasty.
Love BKT, yeah. My name's Shay from Signaris Hair. We've been using it maybe 6-7 months now, and we're absolutely loving the results we're getting. Just the silkiness, the shininess, the health of it. I've had clients that are going from having chemical to this, and especially health reasons, like if they are pregnant, but we have said it is safe, but for them wanting to go more down the natural way of things, they're just loving it and they can't get enough of it. So absolutely love BKT, yeah. And that has really been amazing. Like, oh my gosh, we have this now that we can give you. And they're like, oh my God, are you serious? I'm like, yes. Yeah. And it's still going, because we can adjust it to the client's needs, say if it is a little bit more damaged, but also if it's got more that curl but they still want to have highlights, they now can adjust their color. So it's been a game changer. Absolutely loving it, yeah.
Since I introduced BKT NanoPro.
I'm here with G from Unique Keratin and Nanoplasty Specialist. G, can you tell us a little bit about the impact that introducing BKT Nanoplasty has had on your business?
It has been a game changer for my business. I can confidently treat any type of hair with the one bottle of treatment. Going to be longer lasting results, no downtime, bleached hair, blonde hair, frizzy hair, coily hair. So it's lifted any limits that I've had with the current product that I was using. Now, nanoplasty is in demand, that's for sure. If you are skilled at what you're doing and when you find the right product, it honestly changes everything, and it has for me.
And you've said that since the introduction of this service, the space isn't big enough anymore.
It's skyrocketed, it's insane, because I don't turn anyone away anymore. If anything, I need more room. And I am currently actually moving to my new salon where there's a lot more space because I need it. And that honestly happened since I introduced BKT NanoPro.
So it's really transformed your business?
Absolutely, in every aspect.
I am in Brazil, and today I'm going to be showing where the BKT magic happens in our manufacturer. Come with me. It is incredible to see how each product is made with so much precision and care. It not only improves our formulation, but also how the product performs. This is a very important step in our products. We make sure that our water using in each product is 100% pure. This is our quality control where we test all the products that is ready to go to you. This is BKT, innovation, quality, and passion. Thank you so much for being part of this journey. Any profession, you always need to be looking for ways to evolve, to innovate, and bring innovation for your clients. And that's why you always need to be looking for ways to evolve, to innovate and bring innovation for your clients. And that's why BKT focuses so much in supporting hairdressers, hosting this free mastery for you hairdresser learn a new technique and learn more about BKT always need to be looking for ways to evolve, to innovate and bring innovation for your clients. And that's why BKT focuses so much in supporting hairdressers, hosting this free mastery for you hairdresser learn a new technique and learn more about BKT nanoplasty. This is a treatment that And we are back. Okay, so now I'm going to be rinsing our nanoplasty solution on this side. And I just want to remind everyone, I have already washed and dried off this side because we already straightened. And the only thing that I did on this step, after I finished the straightening, I just rinsed with water. You're okay to use shampoo on this step because we just finalized. But what we use today, we just finish the straightening, rinse with water, and then we apply the hydration hair mask. And this is what we did just on this side. But on this side here, on the right hand side, don't forget, she has the nanoplasty solution. And now it's time to rinse. I'm going to be doing the rinsing quite slowly, so you should see how I know the hair is enough rinsing and when is it good. Because the treatment is quite creamy and oily, you can see actually the bubbles coming in. So it's very easy for me to say when it's done. Let me maybe tie your hair up over here. Perfect. And then you can come all the way back. Perfect. And how much you rinse really also depends on how much product you apply. I'm gonna be rinsing with a lot of water, just water on this step, okay? You don't need to use shampoo to rinse the solution. Then what I wanna show you, so you can see the water is quite muggy and white. It's a lot of bubbles. So what I recommend, the rinsing should take about 3 to 5 minutes. And I want to make sure they're rinsing very well. You can still see a lot of bubbles here on the water. I don't know if you can see in there. And I'm going to be turning around as well. But what we want, what you're looking for is a clear water without much of the solution. I'm washing 100% in this case. Most of my clients, as I said before, I always like to wash 100%. The worst that can happen is whenever you feel that you did not wash enough, you can feel the hair quite tacky, like sticky. And that's when you know that you did not wash it properly. So you can either take your client back to the basin and wash it a little bit more. Because honestly, if the hair is too thick on product, you're not going to be able to straighten because it's going to be very sticky. I hope that makes sense. Can you turn to the other side a little bit? I'm just going to rinse in the nape area. The nape area is very important because a lot of people always miss it. You can lay down. Yeah, perfect. And I just turn to the other side a little bit, perfect. And I'm just gonna get it. And I always go with my hands. It's still doing a little bit of bubbles, which is completely normal too. Now I'm just gonna rinse a little bit more of the length. Just washing it. Your hair already so much more smoother. All right, and now just go back a little bit. Yeah, I just want to see. I'm gonna put this up for you. I just want to see if that's enough rinsing. So the water is a little bit muggy, so I'm gonna wash a little bit more. I can still see these bubbles. And now I want to check again. Now there's more of a clear water. And now it's enough. So I'm just gonna dry. And now we are going back to the chair. So I think we're gonna play a video now while we transition. And we can dry this side together. Perfect. Let's go back to your chair. Any profession, you always need to be looking for ways to evolve, to innovate, and bring innovation for your clients. And that's why BKT focuses so much in supporting hairdressers, hosting this free mastery for you hairdresser learn a new technique and learn more about BKT nanoplasty. This is a treatment that everyone has been asking. We have so many hairdressers who have come to our event, which is 100% free. Of this one treatment. If you don't want to offer this treatment that everyone has been talking about, your client is going somewhere else. What do you have to lose? This treatment is safe for you and for your client. So I would like to invite you, hairdresser, to come to our BKT Mastery, 100% free event, and join the BKT movement. Any profession, you always need to be looking for ways to evolve, to innovate, and bring innovation for your clients. And that's why BKT focuses so much in supporting hairdressers, hosting this free mastery for you hairdresser learn a new technique. Any profession, you always need to be looking for ways to evolve, to innovate, and bring innovation for your clients. And that's why BKT focuses so much in supporting hairdressers, hosting this free mastery for you hairdresser learn a new technique and learn more about BKT nanoplasty. This is a treatment that everyone has been asking. We have so many hairdressers who have come to our event, which is 100% free, and now they are making extra thousands of dollars out of this one treatment. If you don't want to offer this treatment that everyone has been talking about, your client is going somewhere else. What do you have to lose? This treatment is safe for you and for your client. So I would like to invite you, hairdresser, to come to our BKT Mastery, 100% free event, and join the BKT movement. Any profession, you always need to be looking for ways to evolve, to innovate, and bring innovation for your clients. And that's why BKT focuses so much. any profession, you always need to be looking for ways to evolve, to innovate, and bring innovation for your clients. And that's why BKT focuses so much in supporting hairdressers, hosting this free mastery for you hairdresser learn a new technique and learn more about BKT nanoplasty. This is a treatment that everyone has been asking. We have so many hairdressers who have come to our event, which is 100% free, and now they are making extra thousands of dollars out of this one treatment. If you don't want to offer this treatment that everyone has been talking about, your client is going somewhere else. What do you have to lose? This treatment is safe for you and for your client. So I would like to invite you, hairdresser, to come to our BKT Mastery, 100% free event, and join the BKT movement. I'm just applying our old Silk Touch hair oil. We also had heat protection as well, so I always like to apply before the straightening step. And now I just want to show the difference between, of course, this side is washed and dried, and then this other side is what we're going to be working on now. So I just want to show, you can clearly see the shine difference, but this side is already much more smoother already. Now we're just gonna go in with the straightener to let it as shiny as this side too. Well, look how beautiful. The straightening step is one of the most important steps, and if you don't get this step right, you could have uneven result or the treatment not lasting as long, or you could also have the hair botox effect, which is just smoothing but not straightening. So I'm gonna put this here, our ear protection. Our clients love our ear protection. Let me just separate. So this side is done. I'm gonna start on the front. If you guys want to read the questions to me, I'm happy to multitask.
So when it has been 6 to 8 months since the last nanoplasty treatment on client's hair, do I apply the product to the full length of the hair again, and do I leave it shorter than 1 hour?
If your client is coming back every 6 to 8 months, I would just apply full length and then focusing more the straightening step on the regrowth. But if she's coming back more often, then I would be just doing the roots. But 8 months is a long time. So in order for the treatment to last another 8 months, I would definitely reapply everything and just focus on the straightening step more where is needed. All right, guys, so let's go through the step-by-step of the straightening. I'm gonna be using my 2 BKT hair straighteners, and we are using 230 degrees. Our straightener goes up to 250, which is crazy. I would only use the 250 on extremely thick dark hair type that is actually healthy-ish. So this is what I'm going to be using today. Let's go for the straightening step. I want to show you how I get first the baby hair around here, the front line. I want to make sure the hair is quite firm. Can you guys see okay? She has a lot of baby hair. We use about 50 grams of product on the whole head. She has a lot of hair and it's quite thick and frizzy. With her trimming, her hair looks really, really good after the trimming too. So I'm first working around the baby hair. I like to come around. You can see how I work on my baby hair here. I like to come from the back. And then going very close. Going about 15 passes in each section. And then I go on the other section. Absolutely, the BKT Hydra Hair Care line is what I would recommend if you're looking for long-lasting result. Our BKT Hydra line was developed for hairs and clients to use post-service. Even if your client is not doing nanoplasty, she can also use. It's very hydrating, but it's very formulated for after the treatment as well, so you can also have long-lasting results.
Can we do on hair extensions?
Yes, as long as it is 100% human hair. You can absolutely do it. Always, I would suggest testing before going over with the heat, making sure it's not plastic hair. All right, guys, I just want to talk a little bit about our hair straightening today. As you can see here, my sections, it's not too thick, not too fine. My model, my client today also has quite sensitive scalp, so I need to be very careful. When a client has sensitive scalp, if you work on extremely fine sections, she's gonna feel a lot of pain. So also I'm getting a little bit thicker so it's not as painful for her. And I'm going over about 15 times. When I'm working on the roots, I wanna make sure that I'm going very close and my straightener is on a 90-degree angle. And then I will work, I like to work first on the roots and then on the length. Making sure I'm going over and over the correct in the same amount of time from the roots to the ends, because it is her first time doing this treatment. And I don't know if you can see on the camera, but if we look on the roots, I don't know if you're gonna be able, oh, you can see a little bit. You see this mark here on the straightener? This is the mark that you have. Let me turn a little bit. Can you turn your head shirt to the side? So it's a little dent here because I work in a little bit thicker sections. But what I do every time as well is to remove the marks. So there is no marks at all.
here. What temperature do you recommend on BKT there?
I'm using 230 Celsius. Because she has dark hair and quite thick, I want to make sure that I'm covering and I'm using the correct heat, because if I do use lower than that, the treatment is not going to last. So the heat that we're using, the correct hair type, it's a very important too, because if you use too lower heat, it's not going to be enough to actually straighten her hair. So every time I have a baby hair, I like to come from the back again and working on the baby hair. I'll turn a little bit. And then after getting the whole section, a lot of people ask me why I don't use a comb. I just prefer using gloves the whole time and then using that to actually hold the hair and kind of brushing with my gloves as I go down to. It just makes much easier for me than using a comb the whole time. And I'm also using 2 strainers, of course. Anyone there using 2 strainers right now? Or are you guys doing with 1 strainer? If you're not using 2 strainers, can you please let me know why? It's gonna be much faster. If she was blonde, I would be using, of course, a lower heat, as I showed before, in about 190 Celsius degree. And then again, I'm going in another section. I always go on a 90-degree up angle. As I go up, same thing. And then I work on the length. And again, I like to, when I'm working on the length, I like to get a little bit of more hair because the length will always get thinner. And as I mentioned before, for clients with sensitive scalp, just like her, she would be feeling a little bit more pain if you work in sections that are extremely thin, especially towards the end. So I'm going to go over on a thicker section around her ends. Baby hair again, here again. I'm going to come from the back. I just feel that this angle is much better. I can see the straightener too, so I'm not going too close. When hair lifts, then I can color it. You can color straight away, or you can wait a few days as well. Most of our clients in our salon, we color straight away. But of course, those are conversations that you need to have with your clients before starting the treatment. Of course, I guess you would be okay with it because you can color on the same day. But of course, if you are coloring on the same day, I would just apply wash with shampoo once you finish the straightening. Yeah, a lot of clients are very happy with the color, even with the lightened color too. And then if they want to apply a toner, completely up to you. Yes. Look at the shine. Like I can't get over. Every time I do a client, it's just so beautiful. How are you feeling, Sure?
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Have you touched your hair yet?
Like velvety. It's crazy. It's like humans have.
Right? That's what all clients say. They always say it feels lighter, the head. We almost towards the end. What is this question there?
And this also for my natural hair. What is your experience with retouches? I've seen videos with results, but I'm interested in long-term results on that for the hair.
All right, I can say this because my hair is quite afro. The longevity in afro hair type, honestly, unless the hair stops growing, your clients will have to be coming back if they want a straight result. I mean, like straight hair every 2 to 3 months, because that's why I do my roots every 2 months, because I really don't like to see the regrowth. But afro hair type, anyone with curlier hair, as soon as it start growing, 30 days later, the treatment, you can see already the regrowth. The good thing is it really makes the hair and the life easier just to blow dry here. So I would suggest your clients drying the hair after the treatment, after 30 days. She can blow dry, makes it easier. If not, after 2 months, you can do a touch up. I mean, like not touch up or regrowth just on her roots. We do have clients here coming sometimes either every month or every 45 days. And of course, if you do have this type of client, you just need to be careful because we don't want to overdo. So I would just be working more on the regrowth, just like my hair. But unfortunately, yeah, when you have curly, very curly hair, you have to be doing more often, which is also good for our hairdressers using BKT, because the clients are going to be returning over and over for you to get the roots done. And that's why we also do the loyalty program here, which will give 10% off for clients coming back every 3 months, because we know it can be quite costly. And then you can see what loyalty program you want to offer in your salon. As you can see here, guys, on the top, 90-degree angle going up on the roots, and then I'm going to work on the length. Did anyone say if they're using 2 strainers or 1? I'm intrigued to see what is it, the method that they're using right now. And who is here is new to our BKT nanoplasty, who has not used it yet, but will be using.
What is the difference between BKT nanoplasty and other nanoplasty?
With our treatment, we have a lot of acids and very hydrating hyaluronic acids. I can't talk about other brands, but I can guarantee that if you are using BKT, we will never want to use other brand ever again. If anyone use multiple brands in the comments, please let Nika know that's all your experience using BKT. What I can assure you, we have a team of educators. Cara is doing and hosting education every single week, guys, to teach you how to achieve the best result. We really give you all the recommendations. And also because we own a BKT nanoplasty salon, we see and test our formulations every single day. We use in our salon, so we're constantly upgrading. And the technique as well, it's very on point because we do actually do clients every single day, so we know the pain that our hairdressers go through and all the questions, so we're ready to answer. Is this okay? Question? Results, impactful education, and are trusted by distributors, partner, celebrity stylists worldwide in over 10,000 salons. That's BKT. All right, we're almost finishing here. Again, now I'm going on the back, 90-degree angle. I'm gonna get my 2 hair straighteners. I'm just gonna do this one more section, and then I can answer all your questions, and Cara can help us. Let me know if you have any questions about the straightening. Sorry? Just one? Oh my God, girl, you need to test and try 2 straightener, especially if you have multiple clients in a day. I can guarantee it's gonna reduce timing. Now I can't do only with 1 straightener. It feels so weird. The shine here is just unreal. Look at that.
Do you do benefit only that?
Yes, absolutely. Our formulation is all made in Brazil, developed by hairdressers for hairdressers. I'm a hairdresser by trade as well. So when I develop a BKT, I made sure to have a whole system that is easy for us hairdressers. There's not a lot of step by step, not a lot of products as well. So it's not costly for us. And one of the biggest thing for us in our business is educating stylists around the globe to use the nanoplasty in the correct way. So that's why we go all around the globe doing free events so hairdressers can learn more. And it's 100% free event as well. So you can see and then purchase if you like and join to BKT family. I love the result. I'm using BKT for last 1 year. My clients are very happy with the result. Thank you. I love the treatment. Honestly, in our new formulation, it's even better than before.
And it says, I use 2 irons on 2 to 50 seconds after especially for my balayage haircuts. I use the iron with less heat and the lightning beyond the blades.
Yes, exactly. That's also what we do here. It's a great option, so you don't need to be swapping or changing your heat settings. So definitely recommend doing that if you have a balayage type of clients as well. I may hand over to Kara. Let me just give this to you, Kara. And then we can finalize while Kara is finalizing. And then I can answer some questions, Kara. We are almost in the end of our live. And I know you have a lot of questions for me, so let's go through it now. When dealing with Afro natural hair, is it recommended to use hair dryer comb first to straighten the hair before using hair straightener? It's a really good question. I always dry Afro hair type because it makes the straightening easier. So if you have a client that is quite thick, quite Afro, I would definitely recommend you blow drying before. As you saw with our model today, I just dry off, but I will definitely suggest if you do have very curly hair type, I would recommend you blow drying. When doing full head straighten, do you section in 4 sections or do the back a whole and then 2 front? Honestly, I prefer doing 3 parts because when separating 4, it just takes extra time. So I actually separate 2 here and then half here. So I actually separating this side here and I do I clip these up and then I go up here because if a client has a lot of hair, it makes it easier just to separate on a horizontal so I can work faster as well. But I don't separate in 4 unless a team member is helping me. So we can do 1 in the front and 1 in the back on opposite sides because then the process is a little bit faster too. When clients have tape extensions, do we do the treatment before, right? So with tape extensions, actually, you can apply the treatment around the tapes, but not actually on the tapes, of course. You can still use the treatment on hair extensions, straightened hair extension. You can still using the nanoplasty in hair extensions. That is 100% human hair. But if your client doesn't want to take the tape off, I would just apply around, especially on her hair. The only thing is I would explain that where she has extensions, when she remove, it may be curly because I can't work in there. I do have a few Q&A as well before we end our live today, which is talking about coloring and bleaching. Do you guys have any questions about coloring and bleaching? So if you do have a client that is 100% gray hair, I would recommend you doing the color after the nanoplasty, and that can be done on the same day. If she has foils, I would recommend doing the foils 2 to 4 weeks before, or some hairdressers prefer doing 2 to 4 weeks after. So that's completely up to you and what you prefer. As I explained, the nanoplasty seals the hair and then bleach opens. So that's why I prefer doing first foils, 2 to 4 weeks later, the nanoplasty. The aftercare that she's using definitely impacts on the results as well. It's better, especially on the longevity of the treatment. I would definitely recommend she using the BKT Hydra hair care line for longevity as well, and for better results for when she comes back a second time. Extensions, we just answered that. You can do hair extensions that is 100% human hair. Can I do nanoplasty on kids? Completely up to you and the mom, because kids quite young, so you need to remember that you are changing the structure of the hair, and if she wants the hair back to a natural wave, then she needs to wait until it grows out. That's the only thing. One really cool thing about our new formulations as well, you can actually mix both some formulations together. If you have a client that is quite platinum or that is very afro, very platinum, I would definitely recommend you both formulations, so you can have the violet pigments, but also the nourishing and oils and more acids of the white formula. Overlapping and straightening treatment. With our treatment, there is no such a thing as overlapping. You can still do your full length every time you have a client, but it really depends on if your client is coming every 3 months. As I said before, I would be doing more on the roots. Also, one tip is, so if you have a client the first time and then on the and you do full head, the second time I would still do full head, but then on the third time I would do more the roots, especially if she's coming back every 4 months-ish. Because the second time, the reason I go over all full length again is because the treatment actually builds up on the hair, and the more you do, the straighter the hair will be. So probably on the third visit, your client will have more of a regrowth and straight hair if she did look after while she was at home as well. So that's why we recommend our aftercare hair oil as normal, so it keeps the hair hydrated and healthy. The regrowth, I just talked about it. You can still do it either just the regrowth or just the length. How do you know what to do? It's just have a look at the hair analysis on the consultation. If the hair is fully straight on the length, honestly, you don't need to waste product and time, because if you do over and over where it's already straight, you're just going to be thinning and thinning where it's not needed. That's why myself, every time I do my roots, I only apply on the roots and I only straighten on the roots too. And then the straightener, of course, we recommend the BKT Titanium Hair Straightener because it is a titanium plate. It's a longer plate. It can work much faster, deliver really good result, and it also can control the heat settings. Do you have any more questions? Does the aftercare have to be sulfate-free? It needs to be professional quality. That's what I would recommend, because there's good and bad things about sulfate. Sulfate is just a cleansing for the scalp. Depends on the scalp condition. So I would just recommend a professional hair care line. If they can use the BKT Hydra, so you can promote the longevity of the result, would be ideal. So the hair keeps hydrating and healthy. No steam, amazing. I know. So with our new formulation, we reduced even more the steam. And also because you can now allow you to rinsing 100% of the solution of the hair. So you don't have steam at all when you're doing the treatment, which is really good. I would love to give a massive shout out for our distributors, Hair & Co in Melbourne, Oz there, Hair Jamie in Finland. AMR has been with us for such a long time. Peter from the hair firm, Hair and Beauty Collective. Phil, thank you so much for your support. Ashley from Ireland, Anush from Beverly Hills Supplies in LA. Coach Brands is our Glenn. Our distributor has been with us since the beginning. Provalience in Spain, Unlimited Hair in Eddie from Sydney, and LDN in Italy. Thank you so much for being distributing and sharing our products all around the globe. And one last time, guys, our Black Friday deals is available in our website. Can we put the link there for them? If you also go to our website, you can click on shop now so you can see all the Black Friday deals. It's only available right now, so please don't forget to check out and save your bundles. One last thing I would like to say, every week, twice a week, we have online education. It's just like this, is 1 hour with Cara, where you have the chance to ask questions, talk about your experiences. Every single week, we are here for you. So if you want to learn more about our free education online, please go to our website. In the education section, you can see the upcoming in-person events, but also you can register for the live event with Cara. Now I think we have our last giveaway. Actually, our giveaway announcement. One last Lux Hair by Susie. Congratulations! You just won the BKT Hydra Kit. Thank you so much for joining and sharing in our Instagram post. And now, guys, I would like to say thank you so much for joining us today. I would love to share now the results of our hair. Just to say goodbye. You can share just one side. I know we're finishing. Thank you so much for joining us today. Please stay tuned. Follow us on Instagram so you can see what's about to come and much more about our product. I would just love to share our beautiful result with you today. Wow. Look at this. It's so shiny. Can you see it on the TV? Sure.
Oh my god, yeah, it's crazy. That's insane.
I hope you guys got to learn. Please share the results with us. Tag us on social media whenever using our product. And thank you so much for joining in today. And stay tuned for our next education. Bye, guys.